What's up, guys? Chris here with another update for the 2G DSM that I got here. This is going to be another product reveal from CNC Innovations. If you've been keeping up on my posts on Instagram, you probably already seen what it is, but just give a little update here. What's already been done. We got the Morrison Fab manifold and the CNC Innovations valve cover with the R35 coil pack cover on top of that. Zona Roto Turbo. I got some turbo oil and coolant lines mocked up here. These are not finalized. I'm still working out the lengths here and the routing. Trying to hide stuff as much as possible. If that's not obvious with the rest of the bay, that's kind of the whole theme here, is to hide and shave everything. The only thing that is finalized here is the oil drain. So that's a -10 AN sweeping down to the oil pan. I'm also going to end up redoing the thermostat housing here because the fitting coming off of it is just going to be too close to the exhaust coming out here. So I'm going to probably do another custom thermostat housing there and figure out the routing for that. The wastegate is also got to get figured out. I got to figure out the lines for that. I am going to recirculate it back into the exhaust. Just don't know exactly what I'm going to do with the lines. I want to do electronic boost control, so I got to figure all that out. I have the controller, but up until now I've done a manual boost control, so that'll be new. Alright, so we've got the old center feed intake manifold that you guys have seen. I want to say it is a Maston Fab, Matt Maston. I believe that's who I got it from a number of years ago. I bought it at the shootout. It was 2 pieces. Shout out to Brian Michaud for welding the 2 pieces together for me. Backside is sized for a Q45 or was it Q45 or a Mustang throttle body, I believe. I had a RMR throttle body on there before. Had extra ports for nitrous if you wanted to, and 4/8 inch. It was a nice setup at the time. It worked for what I needed, but I am switching to a 2G head. This is for a 1G head, so that's got to change. For sale if anyone's interested. Now for the 2G head, to match the valve cover, I took my chances again with CNC Innovations, and the intake manifolds that they offer all have additional provisions for a second fuel rail. I did not want that. I don't need that. I'm not going to use that. So when I ordered, in the notes I put to not make the additional provisions and mounting holes for the fuel injectors and the fuel rail, and they did see that and made it to my specifications. I also am downsizing the throttle body to a 68 millimeter. For my goals, I do not need as big of a throttle body as I had before. So a little bit more control with the smaller throttle body, and I should be able to still hit my goals. They make some provisions here for manifold pressures and other sensors. This looks like a provision for a certain style map sensor. I don't know exactly which style. And just a couple additional mounting points here for something else if you want to put something else there. It actually came out pretty clean this time. There's no oil stains on this one. Whereas the valve cover, if you saw the other video, you can see, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's an oil stain right there from not being cleaned enough. So they did a good job this time around. Again, tooling marks are not super clean. It's kind of hard for the camera to pick it up, but it's not a super smooth, like a polished finish. There are it's ridges, tooling marks. There was one point in time where a certain me would be very particular about that, but I do not mind when it comes to finished machined parts. I actually don't mind tooling marks if it's got a little bit, I think it adds a little bit of character, but that's just me. So the only thing that I find odd about this is they machined it for O-rings, which I would have preferred. However, they did not supply O-rings. Instead, they supply the phenolic gasket. So it is matched up and there's no issues, but I just don't understand why they would machine it for O-rings and supply a phenolic gasket. But I can get this mounted on the car and show you guys that, see how it looks. And there it is on the car. Looks pretty nice, matched with the valve cover. No fitment issues, even with my extended firewall in the back there. Obviously a little bit smaller in overall volume in the plenum itself. I think the runners are a little bit shorter too as well. So I don't know, I like it, I don't mind it. I might actually get the fuel rail as well from them just to match, but they don't have nice billet mounting brackets on theirs. It's just bent sheet metal. So I don't know, I'm not sure. Maybe I'll strip this and just have it anodized to match the other red. Who knows? But that's the update on that. And I've got more update coming on the 2G head stuff. I got parts ordered for that, and I'm working with a certain company to have a 2G head reworked with all GSC valve train. So that'll be the next video. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching.